We're back in New South Wales and have been getting the car ready to get a roof conversion done over the last couple of weeks. But then about 2 weeks ago, we noticed something wrong with the fuel, and we took into a specialist that does injectors, and he had a look at it and told us that there is water in the fuel, and with such a high pressure engine, that is not a good thing, because water at a really high pressure can cut steel, and when you cut steel, your whole engine can blow up. So we had it booked in. We were recommended to talk to our insurance company and see if they can cover it. It's a known issue around here that there is water in the fuel, and he showed us like all those different samples. When we were at the mechanic, showed us all the samples of like the layer of water. Panda! The layer of water on top of it. And yeah, so we've been waiting for about 2 weeks for that. And Panda! We're waiting 2 weeks for that. And then we got the go ahead. And the whole job, so they have to drop the fuel tank, they have to clean all the lines and replace all the injectors. It's not cheap. So that was a $16,000 job. We were incredibly lucky. There are some companies that cover it, some that don't. And so we're just waiting for that to get completed. But our roof conversion was booked in for next Monday, and I don't think it's going to be done in time. But Expedition Center was super nice, and they're like, "It's okay, just let us know when it's finished." Panda! They were super nice and said, "Just let us know when it's finished, and you can book it then." So yes, it's all working out, but it's been a couple of really stressful weeks. For us, I've been riding my bike to work on the days where Rob had to work, and it didn't work out at the time, so that's been fun. But yeah, it's just what it is. Little update. It was nearly all over before it even started, because we could have not afforded getting that fixed and the roof conversion, and then we would have had to work an extra year or whatever. So it's just money. It's all good, but it was definitely stressful. We're really lucky that we found it when we did, and not later when the entire engine blew up, because that would have been a lot more. So yeah, hopefully after this we can actually get back into the build and get the conversion done and actually start fitting out this Troopy. Until then, we'll see.
Water and sediment trap system. Pre-fuel filter.
Courtis is back!
Woo! So yeah, we had a bit of a mishap. Not really our fault, but what was it, probably a month ago?
Yep.
Be about that long. We just filled up the servo. Well, Tess filled up, and then that afternoon we
started to move it.
Yeah, just started to move it, and just had a bit of when you turned the key, it just had a bit of a crack to it, and it sort of was running a bit rough that we never really hadn't really known.
Yeah.
Before.
Just sounded different. We didn't know what was going on. It just sounded different. So we thought we better be careful and call a mechanic. So we took it to the mechanic. Rob actually had to walk all the way back from Pambula after he dropped it off.
Long walk.
And they did a full...
Yeah, basically a fuel
assessment?
System analysis.
Yes.
So the injectors, tested the fuel to see if there was any contaminants in the diesel, and yeah, that came
was
back
not good.
Not good. That was a definite positive to water in the diesel.
Yes.
So at some servo, we've obviously picked up water, which the guy we took it to actually specialises in
Diesel engine. Diesel fuel systems.
Yeah. And he said the local area is pretty
bad.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Yeah, there's a couple of servers that are known to have fuel in their like fuel holding tanks. So especially after rain, and it has been raining a bit here. So
just runoff from certain
areas
gets into the tanks anyhow. So it's just luck of the draw. If you fill up and you're the one that gets it, then you get it.
We were recommended to talk to our insurance and put a claim in to see if they would cover a new fuel system.
Like contaminated fuel, due to contaminated fuel.
Because there is water in the fuel. Some insurance covered that, and we went for it because it could be up to like $16,000 to $18,000 for a Troopy to get the fuel system cleaned and redone. And after a couple of weeks, it was approved. So we got to go ahead. We couldn't drive the car, so we just had the car parked at the mechanic until we got to go ahead. And lucky enough, we did. And essentially what they do is they drop the fuel tanks, get rid of all the old fuel, clean out all the lines, replace anything that needs replacing.
Yep.
And
new fuel filters, new fuel pump, new fuel lines, new injectors, new fuel rail, everything to do with the fuel pretty much new, because water gets in there and just causes havoc. Rust,
being a high pressure engine,
algae.
being a V8 is just not good for the injectors.
No.
And then for the engine, because high pressure is
yes. Being a V8, lots of pressure in our fuel system.
So eventually we got him back, and to avoid this from ever happening again, because insurance won't cover it a second time, this is like a once-off because it's such an expensive job, we installed a little gadget. It's like $1,000 mod that you can get for the car, that actually, it's like a pre-filter.
Yeah, so it's before the fuel filter, water watch I think it is called, and it just filters out, well, it gives you an alarm. There's a alarm fitted in the car, so when you turn the key on, it does a beep, beep, beep. And if that ever happens when you're driving, then
you have to pull over.
Pretty much got to drain the fuel out of the filter, the water watch filter, and then obviously prime it again.
Start it
Try to start it again. If it does it a second time, drain it again. Third time, call the tow truck.
Yeah, get your fuel tanks
no good.
Dropped again, so there won't be any damage to your engine.
But it still alleviates that fuel getting
any further.
To the injectors and into the engine.
Yeah, so Australia looks like is very bad for it. So if you're thinking about overlanding, Australia, definitely get it for Australia, especially for the remoter areas. Or
just the money it saves you. Like if your insurance company didn't cover it, it's like 20 grand.
Yes.
If it got past everything, you didn't know it was there.
It blows up your
injector
engine.
Blows the bloody side out of your piston.
Yeah. It's a whole new engine. In our case, it'd be like $45,000.
Yeah.
Like, it would not be a good time. But I'll show you where this water watch is and what it looks like as well. And Rob will explain a little bit about that. Out and explain what it is.
It is that there. The new water watch system.
Focus on that. There we go. And
it's basically, to stop that happening again, getting water going past the fuel pump and fuel filter and into the injectors and possibly blowing up the engine. This bad boy will, the pre-fuel filter basically, so it catches any sediment, any water. There's an alarm system fitted internally in the car. So basically when you turn the key on, it'll tell you a little beep, 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 and that tells you that your system is running, still getting power, everything's okay. If you're driving along or if you've just filled up at the servo and the alarm goes beep, 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 you need to pull over, and there's a little drain, you can't really see it, but drain at the bottom. So you drain this tank, or this little cylinder catch, once, And that should, you know, if you've got a little bit of water in there and it's caught in the bottom, that'll be good, no worries. If it doesn't and the alarm sounds again, you drain it again. And again, a third time. If the third time it's still not successful and it's still setting off the alarm, you're basically calling your tow truck.
And get the fuel tank dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That means you got water in your system again, and yeah, you don't want that.
Pretty much cheap life insurance for your engine.
Yeah.
Especially in remote places. Like, I don't know, we're not even that remote here, but it seems to be quite a common issue to have water in the fuel tanks at the service stations where it just runs into the fuel tanks.
Or anything like that, it's going to get even more.
And you probably get even worse diesel. I don't even know if you want to know how dirty it is, but at least that way you have some sort of control over what you're putting in there, because what was in there originally, it was very scary.
Yeah.
It was algae growing in it and
rust
particles
and get out the tank and stuff. So it happens very quickly.
Yeah, not ideal.
What else? I mean, yeah, there is in the fuel filter, so there is a water sensor in that as well, which is like a factory supplied water filter, but from what was explained to me,
this also broke off, so we got a new one there too.
Yeah, but yeah, the V8's running that higher pressure that the water sensor in the fuel filter is really sort of obsolete. But when that sensor goes off, you're pretty much
too late.
It's too late. So, yeah, it is what it is. So I'd recommend getting one of these bad boys fitted. Yeah, and fingers crossed.
We were told it's the best of the best. And yeah.
That's the bit we're going to try and get into.
Yeah, today's our first day together. Well, we can work on the car in 3 months.
Yeah.
I've done a bit for a while, and then we haven't had the car for a month while it was getting fixed. So now there's lots of little rust spots at the we have fixed up a few, but I'll bring the camera up and I'll show everyone. So being a 2008 car, you obviously get
little dents,
little blobs of rust, and then we have a good one behind a snorkel here, probably from like a different snorkel that was mounted.
I reckon it's the factory and it's maybe not.
And even up in there, like that's got a crack there, that's a bit rusty.
Yeah, I think that's just a caulking.
Just a crack.
Yeah,
so our gutters are actually pretty good, and our windowsills are pretty good. So all the really bad spots aren't too bad. Sounds like metal.
That's going to be a trick. We don't want to remove this. That is a bit of a hassle. You got to get in, remove mounts on the airbox, pull the whole snorkel off. Then there's either a gasket or silicone in there, and you got to redo that. So we're going to try save ourselves a bit of work by getting up under there and sanding that.
Yeah, trying to sand it. Like, it's not a spot you can see, so it doesn't have to be a beautiful job.
The rust is cut
out. The car is not in a pristine painted job situation, which we don't want anyway, because you don't want to drive through like the bush and get it scratched and then cry over every dent. So there's another good one here where they had something mounted. We've started on those ones. That will eventually fade, and on the bull bar there's a couple of spots where they had stuff mounted as well. We're actually going to respray the whole bull bar. And
it's not too bad up there, like you can see it obviously.
This one is really good. I think this one is a little bit more obvious, but that's probably because we did it somewhere with a lot of red dirt.
And then that one up there.
Oh yeah, I've just patched that one up already.
Yeah.
Now I've got a whole side to do today. Got all those little spots that I've already done once. I started on it and then we had to take the car to the mechanic.
This little one up here, like that, you definitely notice if you look at it from like...
Not, yeah. And it doesn't matter as long as it stops the rust.
At the end of the day, it's better than having rust holes in your car, so...
That's it.
the idea. As long as it doesn't rain.
Yeah, rain will be bad. Alright, let's do it.
What was this going to say?
Yes.
If you look up on the roof, you can obviously see a lot of little rust speckles up there as well.
Yes.
But we're not going to worry about doing that. Why are we not going to worry about doing that? Because
we're getting a roof conversion.
in hopefully 2 weeks.
Yes, we're just waiting. We had to cancel the original appointment because of the new fuel system that was booked in then, and we had to cancel it. But we're just waiting on dark canvas, and then we can
Get a rooftop conversion.
get a roof conversion.
So expensive way to treat rust, but
But it's gonna make life so much easier on the road. So we're very excited for that. That's gonna be next time, hopefully, after Easter.
yeah.
Woohoo! Alright, I've got. What do you say? No more foggy. Alright, try that again. Right, I've got a paint pen. Oh, talking to the camera. Comes with a brush, and I'll touch up this side of the car today. Yeah.